So before I get started fishing, I just wanted to take a few minutes to say thank you to all my subscribers. Earlier this week, I just went over 500, so I'm pretty happy about that. I know in the scheme of YouTube, 500 subscribers isn't a big deal, but it is to me, so thank you. Today, it's March 26, 2021. It's kind of a sad day for me because it would have been my dog's 15th birthday. We lost her the day after Christmas. So I'm gonna be packing her collar with me today. Again, kind of an emotional day for me. When I get to the river, I drive the entire length of the areas that I fish. There's not one other person fishing today. I don't know if they're chasing springers or they're with their family because it's spring break, but I like to fish for a winter steelhead right up until the end. So I'm gonna get to fishing. I hope I can hook something for you, maybe even on the first cast. So here we go, let's see what happens. So I just fished jigs in this hole. In my first cast, I had a bite, but my float wasn't floating properly. So I don't know what it was. Kind of caught me off guard. So if you've watched my steelhead patterns videos, I always start with jigs, but then I always run a bead second. And today I'm just gonna be going through the patterns. One thing new for me is I finally started using these stick weights from Dave's Tangle Free, and I like them better than slinkies. I know they cost a little bit more. They're about 10 bucks for a package of 5. If you order 50 bucks worth of stuff, you get shipping for free, so that's what I did. So let's see if BEAD will pick up this fish it's in. I continued working through the holding water, working the patterns in this order: jig, bead, and spoon. Normally I fish a spinner last, but I had heard several reports of successes with spoons just before this trip. It had been years since I fished a spoon, but I had several boxes of them from my days before finding success with spinners. With the water being low and clear, I opted for a smaller little Cleo, 1/3 ounce, copper in color. I'm certainly glad I did. My only steelhead bite of the day came on the spoon. Oh, there we go. There's a steelhead. Steelhead on the spoon. Oh my goodness, it's way down there. God, I might have to chase this one. Swimming this way, sweet. Steelhead on the spoon. Thank you, Bill Herzog, for the motivation. Oh, it's running over here. It's incredible. I haven't caught a steelhead on the spoon forever. Oh, thank goodness. I was starting to get stressed that I wasn't going to catch one today. It's getting close. That's not a real big steelhead. That's just a little guy. Look at this little steelhead. God, it's beautiful, though. This one's for you, Al. Hatchery fish too. Okay, I got him now. See ya. That is awesome. So yeah, that's the spoon I was using. It's just a little Cleo. It's a 1/3 ounce, copper in color. I have 10-pound P-line Flouroclear on here. I'm using my G.Loomis. This is the 1024S GL3. It's a 8 to 12 weight, and I have it paired with the Stradic 2500. So yeah, that's awesome. And that one's dedicated to my little Allie, my little Jack Russell that passed away on Christmas, or the day after Christmas. It would have been her 15th birthday today. So that was for you, kid. Well, that's a wrap for 2021 steelhead season. It was a tough year. I didn't even hook a fish until the 6th trip. What's bittersweet about that is the last fish I hooked, which you just saw, is in the same spot I landed the first fish of the year. So that's kind of cool. It was a tough year, like I said, but one thing for this year that was different for me is that I did better with beads. I was a holdout for beads, and just because my jigs work so well, but this year I knocked them dead. Sweet pink cherry was the color, 12mm was the size that seemed to work the best, even when the water was pretty clear. So I'm going to definitely keep working on perfecting bead fishing. And then what's crazy is I haven't fished with a spoon in years. And Bill Herzog, who wrote a book on spoon fishing, posted on Facebook that he hooked 4 fish with spoons this last week. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna cut off the spinner and tie on a spoon. I put on a 1/3 ounce copper little Cleo, a single hook, and I ended up catching a little hatchery fish. I let it go because it was just kind of looked like it'd been in the river a little bit, but it put up a good fight. It was a little buck. So the next thing you'll see is me out on the ponds doing some largemouth fishing with my pontoon boat. Surf perch fishing is coming up, maybe some shad fishing before hunting season. I'm hunting Wyoming this year, hopefully, if I draw it. And so I'll be taking some time off for that. I want to thank my subscribers. It was really cool to see that I went over 500 this week. I was super stoked. I appreciate all your support, the comments, the thumbs up. I appreciate it. So I'm gonna get changed out here and get home. And I got my grandson tomorrow. He's gonna be 7 next month. So we're gonna have fun, maybe do some fishing. I doubt that we're gonna be doing any filming. So thanks again, and we'll see you on the next one.